The new opposition frontbencher Barnaby Joyce has raised the spectre of a global economic Armageddon. The coalition spokesman for finance has questioned the world's priorities in holding climate talks in Copenhagen at a time when he says governments are still confronted by huge financial risks. He says those risks include potential loan defaults by governments here, and that's earned him a rebuke from the Prime Minister, who's accused Senator Joyce of gross economic irresponsibility. From Canberra, Dana Robertson reports.
As he prepares for the Copenhagen Climate Summit, the Prime Minister's spruiking the joys of Japanese investment in Australia. But the coalition's new finance spokesman wants to put the brakes on investment from Asia's other economic power. Now, with frontbench firepower behind him, Barnaby Joyce is ramping up his calls for Chinese government ownership of Australian mining operations to be banned.
You are now dealing, in that instance, with another nation's government, not a corporation. And if you deny that there's any confusion, then you should explain that to Stern Hughes, currently in jail in China.
But it's another economic proclamation that's infuriated Kevin Rudd. Senator Joyce has claimed the United States might not be able to repay its foreign debt and could spark an economic Armageddon.
The demand for Australian resources, obviously that would go through the floor. How would Australia, go forward in a position where the dynamics of the global economy are all changed?
To someone as the alternative finance minister of Australia to run around the place and saying America could default, that's not responsible economic policy. That's shooting from the lip, making it up on the run, but I think being very, very irresponsible about basic Australian interests.
But Barnaby Joyce's pronouncements don't end there. He's also claimed that some Australian states could default on their loans. Mr Rudd's demanding the opposition leader silence his new shadow minister.
If you have what will be seen in trading rooms across Europe and North America as a credible national spokesman, that is the alternative finance minister of Australia, saying that one of our states could default on their borrowings, there are national interests at stake here.
If Barnaby Joyce's views were to prevail in shadow cabinet, it'd signal a massive shift in Australia's economic landscape by threatening to end decades of bipartisan support for non-discriminatory foreign investment. Senator Joyce's views on the subject were forged during Chinalco's bid for Rio Tinto.
We can't have another government owning Australia.
Now he's in a position to make it coalition policy. Dana Robertson, ABC News, Canberra.